All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is Tarot from the Source. I'm Greg. So I've been doing these collective readings, and for whatever reason, I just feel led to, record them and put them out there. So I've already drew these 6 cards here, and I'm gonna go through them with you. I used the Rider-Waite deck, and I got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna clarify with the Crowley Thoth deck. But before we get into the cards that Source gave me and the message that they entail, I like to say that when I do tarot, I'm hardly concerned with love or finances for that matter. This is more so spiritual. And obviously, on our journey, love and finance is going to pop up. And if that's the message that Source has for me to give to the collective, then I will. But I feel like that's rarely the case unless it's universal love or self-love or what we can do concerning our spiritual journey, because that's my main concern. I myself am a Pisces, and I'm a life path 9, soul path 9. Like, I'm just a humanitarian at heart. So I'm always worried about the collective, which is why I'm doing readings for the collective and not for Pisces or Scorpio or Sagittarius. And I'm focusing on what we need to do as the human collective, as the collective conscious, where we need to get our minds to and our spirits to, so that we can all ascend and have a better experience. If that resonates, take that. If this already sounds like the type of tarot you ain't looking for because, you in it for the thrills and the love and the money, then I understand that. And it's a lot of great channels on YouTube, so go watch some of them. But here, this is what we're doing. So I'm going to drop, Spirit going to give me hopefully 3 of these oracle cards to start our message. We want to thank you, Spirit, for giving clear, concise messages as always. Spirits, ancestors, higher beings. What messages do you have for the collective today? For us, the team. I like these particular oracle cards. You'll see why. That's on the floor. Ooh. That's 3. So yeah, this is the Soul Helper Oracle deck, messages from your higher self. And again, you'll notice that that's the overall theme that I'm going with when I approach tarot. So this first card we have is a partnership for the new age. It's time to welcome it. The second one that drops in order. The time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. That card popped up for me the other day. And the love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. So these are the 3 oracle cards. We got 30, 39, and 26. So that's 3, 3, and 8. I'm going to read what these cards mean. I'm going to go ahead and let you know what we pulled in the tarot as well, what I pulled. Like I said, I wasn't recording. From now on, I'll record the whole entire process. So my wife just woke up. But anyway, we have the 3 of Pentacles, Death, the 3 of Swords, Justice, the Moon, the Queen of Swords, with the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. So right away, you know, the message is stating, and like I said, this is on a collective level, spiritually, that there's work to be done and that there's time for a rebirth, because the death is always preceding a rebirth. And it's funny because the Three of Pentacles, you know, is collective work. This is teamwork. This isn't like the Eight of Pentacles where you're working on your own things, your own money. This is the collective. And yeah, if you read the divinatory meaning of this card in the book, it literally says, you know, understand that things cannot continue as they are. You will not die, but the situation will. And that it's time to find a new way of being. Because of the Three of Swords, all of the heartache, all of the pain, all of the sorrow. But don't worry, justice is coming, and this is spiritual justice. This isn't physical justice. This isn't war. It won't be manifested in a manly way. This is godly justice. The moon is suggesting that, it's funny because it's a full moon, you know, today. But the moon's suggesting that something will be revealed where, as a collective, we're going through some type of spiritual evolution. And the new way of being will be manifested after this or during this evolution, which is going to bring clarity of thought and keen perception. We're going to be able to see through the bullshit. And again, this is on a spiritual level, I mean, on a physical level as well. But when I say that spiritually, we will evolve so that the veil is lifted and we'll be able to see through the bullshit, which is going to create, you know, new beginnings. Our cups will be overflowing, period, with all three of these. And this particular card, again, with the dove and the wafer, and the hand from God, like everything about it is just telling you like that this is a spiritual blessing that's coming in, you know, water. So let's get to these oracle cards really quick before I clarify these cards. And this is funny because when you're dealing with source, there's not much need for clarifications. There's never really a lot of answers left. I'm not trying to dive into someone's personal situation about their personal love life, or guessing what's going on in their career. This is what every human incarnate on the plane is going through right now, regardless of which side you're choosing to play on. So we're going to start with this partnership for a new age. 30, again, that breaks down to 3. I'll turn right to it. Look at that. A new age partnership is like a gentle mirror that reflects every aspect of us, helping us to negotiate the path of self-awareness more easily. In this partnership, we feel as though we can fly. It gives us the strength to believe that anything is possible, that we can grow and be a mutual support to each other. It teaches us that everyone and everything is unique and divine. This partnership begins where desire for the other person ceases, replaced by a tender merging, where possession and control give way to letting go and freedom. Are you ready for this? You have drawn this card because your soul path is touching that of another person. The two of you now have the opportunity to combine and merge your paths for a time that will be mutually enriching. Alternatively, you are already in a partnership that is now demonstrating the required maturity and necessary willingness to reveal itself as a partnership worthy of the new world. Examine yourself and do whatever is necessary in order to live in and enjoy such a partnership. Only those who give to their partner everything that they would like for themselves can receive the same in return. Your partnership will be a mirror for all the partnerships of the new world that will emerge in the future. However, this card is also telling you that now is the time for action. The time has come to tackle the issue. You are the creator of all that is or is not in your life. Wow, you are the creator of all that is, comma, all that is or is not in your life. It lies in your own hands, okay? And it's funny that that's the first card that we draw from the Oracle deck, because like I said, when we're dealing with Source, and the first card that I drew from the Tarot was also regarding partnership. So And then the second card is 39, which again breaks down to 3. And it says, the time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself as you are. You have done something wrong. You have made a wrong decision or allowed your baser emotions to lead you astray. But you now have the inner greatness, the self-awareness, and ability to be true to yourself, to recognize this. But have you also asked for forgiveness? Whatever is weighing you down in your past or present, whatever makes you feel small or bad, whatever you are remorseful about, now is the time to transform it. Mistakes are made so we can mature, so we can learn from them and grow. The time has now come to forgive yourself. You have drawn this card because you have been feeling remorse or even shame, perhaps only recently or for some time. However, it is okay. You have recognized it and you are sorry. So forgive yourself so you can return to your soul path and continue on it cheerfully. And with a light heart, begin to love yourself just as you are, with all your weaknesses and strengths. The more you accept yourself and acknowledge every side to your nature, the more complete and fulfilled you will be. Get rid of all your emotional baggage, show yourself kindness and mercy, and start to love yourself completely from now on. This love will then lead you to new dimensions. Conduct a small forgiveness ritual. The time has come to release all feelings of guilt and shame. The darkness never stops spinning its web in an attempt to catch and paralyze us, spreading its base vibrations and weaving them around us and ensnaring us. Recognize this and free yourself from this web. Humility and repentance are good, but do not become trapped in them. Wow, that's powerful. And this is funny, again, because the time of guilt and shame ends now. And the next 2 cards is that it's time for death of the guilt and shame, obviously, and a rebirth. But this just follows it up, like the heartache, the sorrow, the guilt, the shame, the pain, external and internal. So I feel, like I said, source is going to show up and show out. And I pulled this card for myself the other day. And if you're watching this video, this message is for you. You know, this is timeless. So you obviously may be watching it the first day that I put it out. Today is September 10th. It's my son's birthday. He just turned 3. Or you may be watching this in the future. So, but either way it goes, if you're watching this video, this message is for you. And, you know, you obviously are a part of my soul group and I'm a part of yours. And the partnership, this is worldwide. This is collective on a conscious level. And obviously it will create physical partnerships. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying this is spiritual. This partnership is telepathic. You're being drawn to hear the same message that I needed to hear, which is coming from source. So let's read the next card. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. That's 26, which is 8. Your truth is reflected in the eyes of your dragon, and the love of the divine source of all beings sparkles within them. Your dragon is calling on you to become a truly loving person. When you are united with your dragon and have found a profound understanding of what your dragon is, you create an energy field that will guide you into your own blessed light, into a realm of truth and wisdom. With your dragon's eyes, you will see more. With your dragon's heart, you will feel more. And with your dragon's mind, you will understand the spirit of all things. Your dragon's love will heal every aspect of your being. You will perceive the true reason why you are here. Through the fire of love, this being will dissolve all the conditioning of the past that could divert you from the path of your truth. When you are your own pure truth, you will be able to make decisions that are worthy of you and your soul path, free from fear and your lower self. The love of your dragon is guiding you out of the shadows and into the light, onto the path from which you are intended. It is only on this path lined with wisdom and self-awareness that you will find your truth and hear the whisper of your soul. And I mean, intuitively, I guess I feel that obviously the dragon is you. The dragon is your higher self. It's your spirit self. It's not a physical dragon on the earth plane that's calling your name. So let's not get confused and caught up in that kind of stuff. All right. So I feel like these 3 cards are powerful and directly correlate to the message that Source wants to give us, that there's hard, dedicated work that needs to be done. The current system itself And this is where we're going to clarify, like I said, with the Crowley Thought cards here. But this is where we dive or delve deeper into what Spirit's trying to tell us. Because this death is not a spiritual death and rebirth. Like as in Christianity. That's not what I'm saying by any means. I feel like it definitely is a spiritual death, because there's going to be a death to our thinking patterns, a death to the way we process information, a death to what we accept and what is acceptable as the quote unquote norm. So we've all been through all of this heartache and pain. And it's funny because justice is coming. And a lot of this heartache and pain revolves around the justice system, the health system, the education system, the religious systems and everything. Then Babylon as a whole. Okay. And that's why, we're going through a form of, I should read the divinatory meaning of this card for you out of the book. It says you're going through a form of evolution. And, you don't yet have a new sensibility, or you can't perceive everything the way that you will in the future. But you're being changed and shaped differently. And things may not come as fast as you think. And the intent may not be what you originally intended. But don't worry, we're going to bring keen perception. We're going to literally, this is an air card. This is completely dealing with thoughts. This is the Queen of Thoughts. She mastered and balance, because a king masters, but even the feminine brings the balance. And that's what you're going to notice, that in the way that source is bringing the justice and the freedom and liberation of mind, keen perception, clear thought, clarity is all in the feminine energy. Because look at the scales in the picture. Right now, we live in a completely masculine world. The masculine energy dominates and penetrates. Look at all the obliques and all the phallic energy. We live in a masculine world that has completely suppressed the feminine. Even when we talk about spirit, everyone addresses spirit as a he and gives it this masculine energy, when this entire experience is a duality, and every spiritual light body, every spiritual being has masculine and feminine energy in it. That's the only way that this universe works. But anyways, we're going to notice that, like I said, the justice and the clarity is going to be brought about by feminine energy and balancing the masculine with the feminine. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards. And if these readings are too long for you, that sucks. I guess, I'm not even going to lie. So we're going to see why the Three of Swords is here. I'm going to give this 3 shuffles real quick. One more. All right. Spirit, why is this 3 of Pentacles here? Why is this 3 of Pentacles here, Spirit? One of these flipped over. I could have sworn one flipped over. No? I guess I'm geeking. Wow. The Hangman, Pisces energy, and the Knight of Discs. So, the Hangman means a lot of things, but it's funny because the next card that we're going to clarify is the Death card. So we brought, with the Knight of Pentacles, hard work, and like I said, on the collective level, the way that we're even perceiving living and life and existence, civilization, what we need and our needs, the institutions and services and benefit, all the way that we're viewing this needs to change. And there's going to be a lot of hard work to undo the indoctrination, okay? But the Hangman is a card stating, like, if you read the divinatory meaning in the book that I have, look, I'm no expert on tarot. It's not like I've been doing this for a crazy amount of time or something. I just felt led to do this, and spirit always shows up and shows out. The book literally says that you've reached the dead end. There is no new paths. It's a brick wall. There's no new paths from the Hangman. I have like a really good memory, so that's why I can remember word for word what they say. But anyway, it says there's time to find a new way of being. And that's word for word. I'm going to grab this book so I can show y'all this type of stuff. But anyway, so yeah, there's hard work to be done, like I said, and there's going to have to be a death and a rebirth of the whole entire system is what I would like to say, but situation, because the pain was too much. And with the Hangman, we have the Knight of Discs, and it's very important. You know, all the tarot readers that I've ever watched and all the books that I've read, it always talks about how this knight is like not even in motion. So the fact that he's a knight, you know, this means that, you know, there is motion. There's the potential for motion. He's on a horse, but he's not in motion, which just correlates to me the fact that we hit a brick wall. Like, we have to find a new way. Everything that we're doing now does not work, okay? And we need to find a new way. That we don't need to try to rebuild the old way, and we don't need to try to destroy the old way. That's what's going on right now. People trying to rebuild, destroy. There's no new solutions. And one of my favorite sayings is, if you're not the solution, you're part of the problem. So this is why the stagnation is present, because spirit is going to deliver the instructions. The source is going to deliver the instructions of what we need to do. And it won't be, you know, instructions that sound like destruction. It won't be the way that man does things. This has nothing to do with war or murder or destruction of systems and institutions. This is why this will be spiritual. This will be able to let the things that already exist, and the new way of being come in and be nothing more than a choice that is unrefusable. And anyway, so we're going to go ahead and clarify the Death card now. I hope this makes sense to you guys. And like I said, if it resonates with you, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me how you feel about it, what you think about it. Share, subscribe. This is a new channel. We built it from the ground up. So I just appreciate your presence even being here. Spirit wise, we have the Death card here. Coin. Huh. All right. So this was quite a few that popped out at us. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and this is the Crowley Thoth deck. So unlike the Rider-Waite, some of the cards have specific keywords. They all have Hebrew letters at the bottom, different art, as you can see. So wealth, Ten of Pentacles, We have the Chariot. This is a major arcana, clarifying a major arcana. This just means this is the fastest moving card in the tarot deck. So we got the slowest moving card in the tarot deck and the fastest moving card in the tarot deck. And you'll notice that the Knight is looking at the Chariot because we're transitioning from this stagnation into this clear dynamic path. That's what the divinatory meaning says. The path is clear for dynamic action, like boom. Then we have the Ace of Wands, and we already know that Ace, and this is the Ace of Fire, an Ace of Action, once again. And we know the Aces are new beginnings. If this was the Rider-Waite deck, it would have a hand from God coming out of the sky, a message from spirit. Anyways, sorry. The Ace of Wands, so a new beginning, action, and the Six of Swords. And on the Crowley Thought card, it says science. In the middle of it, it has the cross. What else? I just feel like it's interesting artwork because the cross is representing the religious institutions, and this is just my intuition. And the science on the bottom is, the educational institutions. It's just concerning what Spirit wants to tell us. The financial institutions, right? And I said this before I drew these cards. I told you, and Source is going to show up and show out. So this was intuitively the messages that I've been receiving for quite some time. And then I got into tarot, and they've all been confirmed on the money. There's going to be a death and a rebirth. That's why there's from no action to dynamic action. Move fast. And the death and rebirth has to do with, and then there's, a beginning, a new beginning. Take action. Now is the time. There's fire. But anyway, it's going to have to do with the religious institutions, the educational institutions, and the financial institutions. So next we have the Three of Swords, and I feel like the first three cards, was telling a congruent story. There's work to be done. There's going to be a death and rebirth due to all the pain and heartache. Due to all the pain and heartache. That's not saying that pain and heartache is coming. This is, explaining why the death and rebirth is even necessary, and why the work to be done is even necessary. And it was confirmed with the death and rebirth, saying that that's going to revolve around the financial institutions, the religious institutions, the educational institutions. So, and I'm not going to clarify this card because the Three of Swords is extremely straightforward. I mean, it's pain, heartache, disappointment, okay? And I feel like justice is very straightforward as well, and this is already really long. So this is the first card of the new roll. It's a major arcana card. We had that there was work to be done. There was going to be a death and rebirth revolving around the way that we function as a society as a whole, due to all of the pain and disappointment. But don't worry, because there's going to be justice. There's going to be a balancing of the scales. Right now, we're just going through a form of evolution, spiritual evolution, and things are hidden that have not been revealed, but things will be revealed because we'll have clarity of thought, which is, we'll have common sense, okay? We'll have balanced feminine energy. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify the Justice card. Tell us what you want us to know about this Justice card. As a matter of fact, just because Spirit has the ability to surprise us, the Source, is dope. So let's go ahead and just get some more on the story, just because we can. So why is the Justice card here, Spirit? There's two cards off the back right there. Prince of Discs, Princess of Wands. So the Princess of Fire and the Prince of Discs. I like the imagery on these Crowley Thought cards. I'm gonna grab this book. Hold on. All right, sorry guys. I want to read this. Ugh. All right. So the Princess of Wands. I'm just reading it right from this book. And you'll notice at the book, the bottom tells you the divinatory meaning. That's what I'm always referencing. It says, lighten up, dance, and celebrate life. Celebration brings joy and prosperity while healing the heart. Also indicated is spiritual nourishment of self and others. So this is what I mean when I tell you that I can't make this up, right? I just read that from right here. I hope that you can see this with the camera angle. But this is what I mean, that I told you why the justice was going to come, and that was going to be feminine energy, and we get the Princess of Wands. And I told you that, I didn't tell you, I'm saying Spirit told you that there was heartache and, you know, disappointment and pain, and it's coming from the way we're led in our institutions. But don't worry, because Source is going to come, and it's going to bring spiritual nourishment of self and others. There's going to be justice. The scales are going to be balanced. And there's going to be harmony between the masculine and feminine. And we're going to be able to lighten up and dance and celebrate life. And then we have the Princess of Discs. I think I said Prince at first. So once again, this is feminine energy. The Princess of Discs. I think I said Prince. I didn't read the card good, but... Apprenticeship, new learning experiences, receiving an education, or learning a practical craft or trade. Honesty and sincerity bring good fortune. Once again, I'm looking at this. The Pentacles are always dealing with Earth, so financial. And if we were going to make this earthly, it would be the institutions. Apprenticeship, new learning experiences, receiving an education, or learning a practical craft or trade, honesty and sincerity, recrafting the way that our institutions are built. However, I feel like this is more spiritual, intuitively, and we're going to learn how to operate on a different level spiritually by bringing balance, because every human has masculine and feminine energy in them. And even for most females, in our world, in our existence today, the masculine is off balance with the feminine. This is a tough world to live in. And the perception is that you have to have a dominant masculine energy to be successful, which is that, you know, dog eat dog, step on anybody's back, do whatever you got to do, get rich or die trying. Like, this is the energy that permeates our culture right now. But this feminine energy is coming to balance the scales and bring in the justice. Anyway, I feel like Spirit showed up because, once again, he brought the feminine fire and the feminine earth to back up. I'm pretty sure this is Libra energy right here, justice. So, but what do I know? I'm not an expert in any of this. Anyway, Spirit, we're going to let you tell us about this moon card. What do you want us to know about the moon card, Spirit? Look at that, y'all. Like, how many cards is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 cards that just popped out. You saw it, right? We got the 7 of Swords, futility. This is the Crowley thought death. So like I said, it gives you some particular meanings on the bottom of some of the cards. And then we have the Six of Cups, pleasure. We have the Lover's card, Major Arcana, the Star card, okay, Major Arcana, and the Devil card, Major Arcana. So let's not forget that the moon represents duality, for one, this moon energy. Look at the moon itself, okay? Look at the wolf and the dog, which is evolution. It's two paths. There's a gate, like there's a portal that you can walk through, all right? And you can leave one reality for the other. We're going through a form of evolution spiritually, and we can walk through this other portal. And these cards, they represent also, like if you notice, the cards are telling you the same things. Look at this Devil card. Look at this. And this is, this card ain't as bad as you think. But anyway, this is just deceit, trickery, foolishness, debauchery. All right. And then you got the Seven of Swords here. I like to read this one. This card means a weak plan that will fail and can indicate false friendship. Observe your thoughts, ideas, and belief systems. Belief systems. Root out the destructive thoughts that beget more destructive thoughts. Let me read the Devil while I'm at it then, because the spirits show up, especially when you read these divinatory meanings. Materialism, overly concerned with money and success, dishonesty, illusion, and obsession. Allow some time for resolution of your situation and for confusion to disperse. Something is wrong that needs to be corrected. Now is not the time to act. The primitive god Saturn, as Cronus, old father time, may unfold the answer, but all in good time. Anyway, what's wrong with the way that we have been doing things? With the Wealth card, this is what has to die. Like the material, I'm not making this up. Look, I'm just reading this from a book. It's telling me that this is what these cards mean. And obviously these cards mean a lot of things in a lot of situations. But this right now, I'm choosing to read the ones that Spirit telling me to read. And listen, what's going on, the form of evolution we're going through, we're about to grow spiritually and understand that this overly materialistic existence is stupid and it only exists in our mind. And it has brought no one happiness. It's been a game that no one can win, okay? Anyway, I don't want to take too much time. Y'all heard it live. If you didn't hear it live, rewind both of those, the futility and the Devil. This is in the past energy. And because I told you that the moon represents duality. There's a portal that we can walk through right now, a choice that we can make as a collective. And we can leave this futility and this materialism and dishonesty and obsession. We can leave that in the past and we can walk towards this Six of Cups. It says it right on the bottom of the card, pleasure, like real pleasure. This is emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment. This is not pentacles. This is not earth energy. This is water energy. Okay. Real pleasure, real happiness, on like in all aspects of life. This star, this divinatory meaning says that you found your life path. You know, don't hide your light, but this is also a wish fulfillment. This is what we get when we walk through the portal. Wish fulfillment on a collective level. We all want something better. We're all ready. We're all tired. Like, oh my God, every day you wake up and you turn on the damn news and you see we're ready. We're ready. Okay. And then we got the Lovers. And look at the black baby and the white baby on the card. Y'all see that? The naked babies. And this is why the Crowley thought deck, you know, it gives you something different. This ain't no relationship with another human being. This is a relationship with all human beings. This is a relationship with all life. This is a relationship with Mother Earth. This is a relationship with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the source of everything, and an understanding that will permeate your existence and will bring clarity. Let me read this from the book for you and tell you what this Queen of Swords represents. Because this is the card that we're ending the reading on. This is what, if we walk through the portal, we're going to get. And this is coming from Spirit. This is what Source is telling us. Let's read her. The Queen of Swords. This beautiful queen. Control of the mind and thought processes, keen perception, powerful intelligence, clear thought, and liberation of the mind. I'm not making this up, people. Look. Okay? I'm not making this up. And she coming. She ready. This divine feminine energy is wisdom, understanding, love. It's all of the stuff that, you know, Jesus told you needed. It's all of the stuff in the Old Testament, you know, when it's talking about wisdom and how she called her name and no one listened. This is the energy, and it's all around us already. So I don't want to harp. I'm gonna go to this Rider-Waite deck. I like this deck a lot too. I'm gonna get us a couple shuffles, and I'm just gonna ask for anything else that Spirit wants to say to the collective right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. I hope that this resonated with everyone. And I hope that you listen to tarot in the way that I'm doing it. Because I listen to the loved ones. I listen to them all, don't get me wrong. But I still feel like that the real reason Spirit is communicating with us is on a macro level, not a micro. So although we're all living our individual lives and we need to focus on our individual details, there's a huge percent of energy required from every soul to focus on the macro as well. But in this day and age and culture that we live in, you know, it's self and self only. YOLO. YOLO. Well, nope, no, you don't. You're wrong. Anyway, Spirit, let me give this a few shuffles. Is there anything else that you want to tell us today? You have showed up, showed out, and we appreciate you. We love you. All right, one more shuffle. Those was pretty weak, sorry. But, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with me no way. All right. Any other messages for us today, Spirit? I always like to do 3 shuffles before I even look at what fell. I love it that the cards fall face down. Like, I'm recording this, y'all get to see it, okay? Because I don't even be wanting my conscious to see the cards before I flip them over, so. We got the 4 of Cups here. The King of Swords. The Ace of Wands. It's funny because the Ace of Wands came out to clarify the death and rebirth situation. And I told you, if it popped out in the Rider-Waite, it would be a hand from God. Remember I said that? Go back and rewind the video. It's funny because I came to the Rider-Waite deck I guess Spirit wanted you to see this and let you know. But now we got the King and Queen of Swords here as well. This is a divine pair. This is the balance of the masculine and feminine energy. And we're talking about air energy here. We're talking about thought, perception, reality, seeing through the fuckery, literally. And then we got the 4 of Cups here. And this card, if you look at the dude, God coming, right? Spirit coming and trying to offer him a cup. He got these 3 cups sitting in front of him. And Spirit coming trying to offer him this cup. And he like, man, I didn't try these 3 cups and I'm so unfulfilled. I don't even want to try that cup. But don't nobody know where these 3 cups came from, okay? This cup coming from Spirit. It's like, hey, bro, this what you need. This is that right there. And he ain't trying to hurt it, you know? So whoever hearing the message and is resonating with you, but you just feeling however you feeling, I don't need to try to tell you how you feel. Here goes Spirit showing up, showing out. Hop on up, hop on, all right? Because this is coming from source, all right? And it's a new beginning. Again, hand right out the sky, handing you the wand, all right? This is fire energy, action. And bringing the King of Swords to bring out the balance. I'm going to read what the King of Swords say. I'm going to read what the Ace of Wands say for you, too. How about that? All right, the King of Swords. Ideas are very focused and directed, but at the expense of the heart. Denotes rational mind, linear thinking, great skill and intelligence with machines and computers. May represent a debater of the law, one extremely intellectual and strongly opinionated. So listen. Right now, it brought out the divine pair to tell you that we need to bring the King of Swords in because the Queen of Swords in. We have to bring in this feminine energy because right now we have the king working, the masculine, and his ideas are very focused and directed, but at the expense of the heart. I mean, he may be very intelligent and good with machines and computers. He may be like, a debater of the law and extremely intellectual and strongly opinionated, but what the hell do they got to do with our soul and our spirit? Huh? And we've slowly been able to realize that focusing on all of this worldly crap ain't getting us anywhere collectively. It may be some rich people up in the 1% doing whatever they doing, living quote unquote their best life, but let me tell you that they are spiritually dead, okay? Anyway, I said I was gonna read the Ace of Wands. They just lit me up if you can't tell. Woo, woo. A new door has opened, a marvelous arena to express your creative energies, utilize passion, strength, enthusiasm, creativity, drive, aggression, and ambition to open the door of opportunity and succeed, okay? And the creative energies, passion, enthusiasm, creativity, drive, like this is feminine energy. I mean, it's fire, don't get me wrong. This is fire energy. There's not ascribing a masculine or a feminine trait. But I'm trying to explain the difference between the creative energies, which is the feminine quality, compared to the linear thinking, good with machines, opinionated, debater of law, my way. Yeah, it's two opposite frequencies. And we don't have to stay in this frequency that we currently operating on. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to be reading for the collective every time I feel inclined to. So stay tuned for more videos. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate you. Thank you.